All right, Thea, this is for you. You'll have to apologize the shakiness of my hand. I don't have anything to prop this up against, but this is to help you become the best rogue you can be. All right, so we're going to talk a little bit about combat and stuff that you can do inside of combat. So, inside of combat, you have your movement, you have your action, and your bonus action. Okay, movement is moving your piece up to 30 feet, which is your speed. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, or anywhere at all within 30 feet. All right, so let's say you want to try to shoot this guy with your bow. He is just outside of your range. You have to move up 2 squares. That takes 10 of your movement. Okay, which means that later you can move another 20 in any direction that you want. So you move, and you don't always have to move, but yeah, like I said, you can move whenever you want. So you move closer, you take your attack action, which is to shoot him with your bow. You roll your d20. That's a natural 1. We won't count that, that's fine. It's a 9 plus 5 for your attack bonus, so a total of 14. Unfortunately, that misses. Okay, simple, easy, we've done this before. All right, so that is an action. An action is something that takes up to, I would say, 8 seconds. All right, each round of combat is 10 seconds. So going through everybody's turn was 10 seconds in combat. All right, so what that means is that an action would take you about 8 seconds, probably less. 8 seconds is what we'll say. 8 seconds to do. So pull your bowstring back, release the arrow, it flies, smacks somebody dead in the eye. A bonus action takes about 2 seconds to do. All right, a bonus action is something that you can do every turn. You don't have to do something for your bonus action, but you can, especially you. These are the things that you gain for a bonus action as a rogue. Okay, you gain the dash ability. So let's say you used all 30 of your movement speed, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You shoot as your action. You can then use your bonus action to run back, 5, 10, 15, 20. Your dash, 25, 30. Bonus action dash, where you run backwards. You run up, you shoot, you run back. Okay? There's another bonus action that you can use, which is disengage. So what that means is if you have a enemy right in front of you in melee range, this is melee, within 5 feet, you can get away from him and move away from him without him attacking you. So let's say this is a skeleton. Skeleton pops out of the ground right in front of Thea, and she wants to get away. If you do not take this disengage action, he has an opportunity to try to strike you, which would hit. He would roll his damage, you would take damage. Okay. However, if you take the disengage action, which is basically you slip away from him without him being able to swing at you, because you're a rogue, you're sly, you're cunning, you can get away no problem. All right. Another action you can take as a bonus action is your hide. Okay, so let's say you run up 10 feet, you shoot with the bow, boom, you run back and you take the hide action as a bonus action. You then find an object or find something you can hide behind and you roll a stealth check, which is a 5. So you feel fairly confident that you are hidden. There are some people shouting and gesturing towards where you did hide. So that can mean they know where you're hiding or you hid very, very well. That just kind of depends on them. Okay. So that's one set of bonus actions you can do. another bonus action that you can do that nobody else can. Let's say you guys are in combat. You want to shoot, so you move up and you shoot, boom. Okay, 18, you hit, boom, you do damage. And you also want to check out this crate. Okay, it takes an action to check out this crate, but for you, it takes a bonus action. So if Rivia wanted to shoot and check this crate out on the same turn, she wouldn't be able to do that. She can only shoot or check out this crate. Okay. You can also use your bonus action to try to find something that is hidden, whether it's a creature or an object. If Rivia wanted to do that, she would have to choose whether to try to find them or try to shoot them. She can't do both. So let's say this goblin hides. You say, you know what, I'm going to use my bonus action to try to find them. You roll a perception check. We'll say it was a natural 20. You can see the entire person in their entirety in this corner. Then you can shoot at them. All right. Then you roll your damage, your dice, do damage, boom, boom, boom. Okay. Investigate for clues. So yeah, so as your bonus action, you can perceive where something's hidden and you can investigate a clue. So let's say this was a clue or an object, or you're trying to investigate something, you can do that as a bonus action. Nobody else can do this but you because of the rogue that you chose. Not even Rivia can do this because she chose a different type of a rogue. All right. Now, let's get into sneak attack damage. All right. Sneak attack damage happens when you have an advantage on a hit. So what that means is you take a d20. I'll say roll with advantage. You take 2d20. You roll both of them. You take the highest. Let's say that this was a 7. Okay, you take a 17. 17 hits. Obviously, it's probably going to hit. Okay, so whenever you have advantage, whenever a person is within melee range, that is advantage of your enemy. You get to roll your damage dice for your bow, which is a d6, plus your sneak attack damage, which is an additional 2d6s. 6, let's say that's a 4, so we don't get too confused. Total of 8 damage, plus you're proficient in your bow, so you add a +3. So a total of 13 damage to this goblin. Okay. Now, if your companion is not within range, we're going to get to that in just a second. You can also use this if you are hidden. So if you're hiding behind an object and you are successfully hidden, you have rolled a high enough stealth check that he does not see you, does not know where you are, and you pop out and you shoot him with your bow, you gain advantage. Okay. Take these two, roll both of them, the highest one. So when you choose, that's a hit. You roll your damage dice plus an additional 2d6s. 12 plus 3, 15 damage. Boom, he's dead, which is a shit ton of damage, Thea. It's a shit ton, okay? Shit ton. All right, now, here's where it gets a little tricky, okay? Besides having a companion in melee range or being hidden, you can also make a sneak attack, or you can also gain advantage by rolling an insight check versus the creature's deception check. Basically, what you are doing is you are saying, hey, look over there. Natural 20. Boom. Okay, he rolls a 12. This is his deception. He's trying to see whether or not you're deceiving him or not. You rolled a natural 20. Obviously, he's going to look away for a brief second, giving you an opportunity to roll to hit him. Not only doing your weapon damage, but also doing sneak attack damage. Okay? Because you distracted him, basically. You were just like, hey, look over there. And they're like, huh? Now, let's say you roll a 2 for your insight, and he rolls a 5 for his deception. Obviously, 5 is more than 2. After the numbers and whatever. Okay, we'll say, yeah, after the numbers and whatever, he is unaffected by your deception. So you say, hey, look over there. He does not look away. He does not move his eyes. And you hit, you only get to roll 1, which is your damage dice. Okay. So what that means is just, you don't have to say, hey, look, over there, there's a squirrel. I mean, if you really want to, because it's funny and you can, as an inquisitor, you can do that. Like, if that's what you want to do in order to activate this ability, you can do that. But you have to tell me when you want to use it, okay? Otherwise, I'm not going to know. Now, this ability lasts for 1 minute, which is 6 rounds of combat, or until you hit somebody else with it. Okay, so you say, hey, look over there. Boom, you hit him. Boom, you hit him. He's dead. Then you say, hey, look over there, and you hit him. You no longer get your advantage. Okay, because until you hit another creature. So once you hit this guy using this once, so you'll hit him, you'll roll your damage dice, and you'll roll your sneak attack dice. Okay. After that, you no longer can use this ability until you take a short rest. I might change that. I might let you do that like every 10 minutes or so. So that way you can do it within every single combat. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Every 10 minutes, you gain this back. So basically, you have a fight. You wait 10 minutes, you're in another fight. You gain this ability back. It is specifically for your roguish archetype. The way that you play your guy is kind of like Sherlock Holmes. Thea is a Sherlock Holmes, very inquisitive, very, much trying to find the clues and do the detective work. So let's say you are not in combat. Okay. You're sitting at a bar with Rivia, and Rivia tells you a story about how she killed a dragon, and for some reason you feel like she's lying to you. You roll your insight, and if it's lower than a 7, that's perfect actually, lower than 7, you treat it as an 8. Okay, so if it's lower than 7, you treat it as 8. So it's 8 plus your insight, which is 4, so a total of 12. The story that she's telling you seems believable. Certain aspects of it do seem a little stretched, but for the most part, you feel like she is telling the truth, and you are engrossed in her story, wanting to know more and hear more. Okay, basically that's what it means. You cannot roll lower than a 7 when making an insight check to detect a lie. Okay, so that also kind of ties in with your superpower, which we'll do another video of that later, because there's some kinks that I want to work out. If you have any questions, please let me know. I hope that this video helps you, and I hope that it kind of gives you a better insight of what you can do in combat and what you can't do. Again, to shoot somebody, to cause harm, or even to drink a potion, it takes an action. Bonus action is something like dashing, moving 30 more movement speed, disengaging, getting away from somebody, hiding, trying to perceive a hidden creature or clues, or trying to get a sneak attack, trying to get advantage on an enemy. All right. So please let me know if this helps. and if it just confused you more. I hope that it doesn't. This is just for level 3, which is your level. Once you level up, I'll probably make another video telling you what you can and can't do again, and so on and so forth until I get sick of it and I just tell you, you're on your own, Thea. So, hopefully this helps.